it's Maya Shan, and this is the look we're going to be doing today. This is a middle part sew-in using a closure from Amazon and some old bundles. This is my cousin, so this whole video she gonna be making little silly faces, so just ignore it. But yeah, this ain't gonna be a really detailed video. It's more of a sit and watch like usual, so just sit and watch. As usual, you know I am using my Stuck On Me lace adhesive to do my bald cap. It is available online, and I also have a sale, buy one get one free going right now, so please go and get that if you haven't already. And you know, me and my cousin had to get us a little snack because I had done did 4 people before her and I had ate nothing, so I had to give me something. Yeah, you see back there, I did some braids before her, sew-in, a wig install. I don't remember. I forget everything, but it was a lot going on that day. I use Ruby Kisses Level 9 in the lightest shade, I think, for her bald cap. I actually use a few different makeups for her bald cap. I can't remember the other two I use because you're going to see when I first do her lace or whatever, it don't blend as much as I wanted to, so I had to go back in and add my little touches or whatever. So I used a few things, but just know it's going to look good in the end. That's all that matters. The closure was a little darker than the bundles that she gave me, but it wasn't really noticeable. Like, once I put them together, I couldn't really notice it. But yeah, if you see a slight little difference, that's all it is. But I can't really tell. Like, you probably wouldn't even know if I wouldn't see it then. And like always, y'all know I like to measure out where my closure gonna be laying at because I don't cut my cap all the way, short. I like to know exactly where it's placed at before I cut it out. So I just mark it. I'm using a Sharpie because I couldn't find my eyebrow pencil, but it's gonna be gone, so it don't matter. But yeah, make sure you know where that closure gonna be placed at. You don't want all that extra glue on nobody's forehead, so do it the right way. And y'all, my cousin silly here. Like, girl, what is you doing? Silly as hell. Like, for real. Like, I don't know who works, her or my sister, cause why is you doing all that? Like, they can't sit still and be normal like everybody else. They gotta be doing all them faces and smiling and posing. Like, girl. To be honest, I really don't like doing tutorials on sew-ins, because it seems like it takes forever to do the sew-in when you trying to record the process, because it's so many extra steps you got to do rather than the wig install. Like, I like doing wig installs better than sewing. Like, ooh, I hate doing sew-ins. Y'all just don't understand. But I do like them because you can make it more full, but you can just add buttons to a wig, like, you know, easy way out. But I mean, everybody had their preference, but I hate doing sew-ins, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. I'm about to start sewing in the bundles, and you see what I'm talking about with the color difference. It's not that much of a difference, but I could tell. But, you know, it really blended once it was all done, I guess so. But I had no idea where they got their hair from. I had to ask my aunt, but by the time it's be uploaded, it ain't gonna matter. So I probably have to go back in and put it in the description after the fact. I probably not even gonna remember to do it. So just know I didn't know at first. This is exactly why I don't like sewing. Because y'all, I got that fast motion. And it just feel like this part is going by so long. Like, I'm not even going to show all of the sewing. Like, I'm just going to, you know, you see how I just skin through that, get to the top. And, yeah, but y'all finna see that I like to cut my edges on used bundles. Like, I usually don't cut them, but when it's used, I go ahead and cut them. Because I don't like to overlap my tracks or whatever. I don't want no lumpy sewing. Like, I want it flat as possible. So I cut my tracks so I can seal it off at the end without it being lumpy right there, if that makes sense. But for the most part, I don't cut my tracks. Like, I want to keep all of it together. I don't like when people bring me a bunch of pieces of different lengths. Like, I'm not finna install it. Like, you better have it sorted out or something. But usually I don't cut tracks until I really, really have to. Like, I like my sew-ins flat, but most of the time they do lay flat. But anyways, to get into that melt, like, it ain't even done yet, but it already look good. Cause you know. But y'all see what I'm talking about when I say it was a little lighter than I wanted it to be. Like, all you gotta do is go back in with your little bit of makeup, not too much because it's gonna make it lift, but a little bit of makeup and some hairspray. Trust the process and use straight. Like, I promise you, it'll get you right every time. You just gotta know what you're doing. And make sure you go in, cut off or glue down whatever didn't get glued the first round, because if you don't, you're gonna be looking real sad when your lace lifting up. Like this, if you doing it on somebody else or if you doing it on yourself, just make sure you get it right, because you don't want your lace lifting. You don't want nobody saying that they made your lace lift. Like, you gotta make sure it's straight. I like to part off my hair before I pull out my baby hairs, because I like to know where the part gonna be at. Because I mean, if you in a side part and you don't part it off and you got baby hair sitting in a weird position, it's gonna look funny once you put a part where you want it to be. You might have to change it. So I always put the part where I wanted it before I pull out my baby hairs. Even if it's a middle part, I still do it. Yeah, that's just a good tip for somebody that's, you know, beginning or whatever. And this is the second color I was talking about. I think that's level 12. I really cannot remember, but that's the second color I used before I used the hairspray to do the final melt or whatever before the baby hairs. But yeah, that gets you right every time. Just use some more makeup and some hairspray. You good. And we back to the sewing. The very draining, aggravating, long process. Well, it's not a long process, but it feel like it, because it really don't take me that long to sew. But I hate doing it, so it feel like a long time. But yeah, you really don't have to do too much. It's easy to sew. All you gotta do, stick the needle through the braid or through the well, it depends on whatever method you do. Wrap the thread around it twice, pull it through, make sure it's secure, go to the next one. Please don't do no loose sewing, because your tracks will start slipping. And if you do it, like if you cut a piece of thread a certain way, it can make the rest of your sewing come apart, depending on how it's sewed in. Because if you don't got enough thread in there, then you're gonna be looking crazy. That's why you like to wrap it around, just in case you accidentally cut it trying to cut something else. I don't know why you would be cutting it anyway, but shit happens. So yeah, just know that it's good to make sure your tracks is secure. You also want to make sure that you sewing close together, because you don't want no gaps in your sewing. You don't need to see no tracks, no braids, no nothing. Everything needs to be covered when that closure come down. And if you got a little bit of hair, you gonna need to add another bundle, because you don't want no thin sew in either. So don't try to stretch it. Just get another bundle. Even if you gotta wait till another day, just wait, because it ain't gonna look good. You're gonna be wasting your time fooling with a little bit of hair. Like, just go ahead, wait and get another bundle so your sew-in can look good, full, in the right way, because don't nobody like no thin hair. We want thick hair only. We don't want no thin straight hair, no thin curly hair, no thin body weight hair. We want it the right way. So just make sure you got enough hair before you get a sew-in. Flat. We love it flat. We don't want no rumps, no bumps, or nothing in my sew-in. I want it flat, like the wax stick. Don't play with me. But y'all see how you can just, it's full like it's supposed to be. The wefts are close together. Ain't no gaps. The right way. Period. Don't play with me. Get into it. Like, look at the hairline. Like, don't play. Do not play. Like, I love to sew in. I really don't like sew-ins, but I enjoyed this one. I don't know why. It was just satisfying. And then she went with the middle part, because she was deciding on either side part or middle part. I'm like, girl, do the middle part. Like, middle parts is just like a whole nother level. Like, I feel like side parts for not ugly people, but I feel like side parts are for people that try to like hide certain like things, like maybe like a bump or something. But like middle parts bring out your whole face. Like, I love middle parts. And today we doing some little simple baby hairs, like little short baby hairs, nothing too much. Because you don't want too much going on, because the hair already kind of long on her. And she doing a middle part. So we just doing little basic little baby hairs, not them big swirls and the real thick ones. Like, we just want something, something simple and cute. And that's pretty much it for today's tutorial. I just did a basic install, none of the curling and styling part. I left all that out. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will have much more coming soon. I really love how her hair came out. Like, it had so much body for it to be used hair already. Like, please, like, don't play with me. Like, get into it. Like, look at it, y'all. That is so pretty. Her lashes is also from my collection. This is Style Cherry B. You can get it online. Buy one, get one free right now. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all when I see y'all.